The giraffe, the gentle giant that has roamed the African continent for eons, is on the verge of extinction in 7 African countries. A team of conservationists are racing against time to save the African giraffe. And how are they planning to do that? Well, researchers reclassify the different species based on 3 main pillars, the most significant differentiating factor being skull size and even shape. Here's a report.
A new report by conservation scientists from the International Union for Conservation of Nature has officially recognized distinct giraffe species, thus changing the long-standing thought towards the towering mammals. Historically, giraffes have been classified as a single species with 9 subspecies. After many years of genetic research, it was discovered that there were evolutionary differences between Africa's giraffe population.
So this report is about change in taxonomy, or the nomenclature of the giraffes and okapi. And it's obviously taxonomy is very important. It tells us about specific species. So for conservation, the work that we do, it's imperative, it's very key that when we say this is the Maasai giraffe, everyone in conservation means that. It can be identified, threats to it can be identified, and what needs to be done to avert those threats can be identified specific to that species.
A groundbreaking reclassification of giraffe species means there are different species of giraffe. The report now lists reticulated, Maasai, northern and southern giraffes as having full species status with several recognized subspecies. Key assessment carried out by the IUCN, Species Survival Commission's Giraffe and Okapi Specialist Group, recognizes that there are 4 species of giraffe with genetic, morphological and biogeographic differences.
So through our assessment, we've recognized 4 species for the IUCN Red List: the northern giraffe, the reticulated giraffe, the Maasai giraffe, and the southern giraffe. Each species has different population sizes, different threats, and different conservation needs. The conservation urgency increases for some species when we separate them and acknowledge them as their own. For instance, the northern giraffe would be considered among the most endangered large mammals in Africa. This review will help to guide the IUCN Red List assessments and shape conservation policy and awareness.
The new listings will play a major role in how giraffes are classified, thus informing conservation efforts. The reticulated giraffe and the Maasai giraffe are currently listed as endangered on the IUCN Red List. The Nubian giraffe subspecies is listed as critically endangered, whilst the Rothschild's giraffe subspecies is near threatened.
Right now, the key threat to giraffe, as with other large species in Africa, is habitat loss. But in places like Kenya, Tanzania, we have noticed that there is a lot of poaching. Now, one key point to make is that whereas habitat loss and fragmentation is one of the key threats, poaching follows that, but also, lack of incentives for communities, lack of employment, people then turn to species. The other point I wanted to make is that all these threats work together synergistically to make the overall threat to species even greater.
Of the genetic, morphological and biogeographic differences assessed, the IUCN has found the most significant variations lie in the species morphology, meaning the animal's shape. The IUCN hope that having additional species classifications will mean conservation can be tailored to the specific needs of each species. Africa Bureau, WION World is One.